You're looking at the beautiful blue flower of the plumbago bush, and the local little Xhosa girls, they use those as natural earrings, and they're also considered in the Xhosa culture as a good luck charm, and we'll get to that in a minute because we have had some good luck. My name is Ralph Kirsten, and on the camera I've got Morgan. Yes, that famous thumb once again. So, good luck in mind. We've been able to catch up in the particular area of Pumulela, which is the female cheetah, and they have made a kill overnight. So, just a disclaimer for any sensitive viewers, if you are sensitive to carcasses, etc., please look away now, because we are going to have a look at what they killed overnight, but it is not a very pretty sight. The carcass of a young eland, which is a fantastic kill for these cheetah to have made. And they've eaten a lot of it. You can see there the rib cage is left, but there is still lots and lots of meat. They killed it a few meters away from where it is now.
Amazing how many little zebra foals there are. I mean, we've got this 3 in the frame, and then there is another one quite far to the left. I'm not going to pan all the way across there now. But I mean, there are plenty of little zebras out and about today. And that little foal's got thin little stripes. Look at it closer to his head there. Very fine little stripes. Always find it amazing how if you look at the front legs of both of them, the stripes almost form like a triangle in shape, where they all kind of come together. Lovely to see. Yeah, beautiful tender moment.
So we've got a lovely brown snake eagle that has come through. If you get the black chested snake eagle here as well, but this definitely being the more common and quite cool. You can just see also just the shape of its head, that white kind of coloring or feathering that is there on its head just is blowing up. It does have a bit of a crest at times. However, it generally does look brown. So that is just there. Underneath its wings though, while it does fly, you'll also notice white. And typical of snake eagles, noticing that the feathers don't extend all the way down to that ankle. So on a true eagle, those feathers extend all the way down to their talons. The snake eagle, obviously, they don't. And we'll look at its bill and its face. Hopefully it will turn to face us momentarily. You'll notice its eyes and also that dark bill. A very cool bird indeed. But yeah, definitely not wanting to show his face on camera. He was staring in our direction just now. It was staring in our direction just now. There we go. You can just see that yellow in its eye. Dark bill too. And really a cool bird. A little bit of a crest. So we notice also when we do identify this bird, kind of a round head too. So that would be one of the ways that we pick it out. So that little crest, of course, that round head. No feathers down towards its ankles, eye coloration, and the bill coloration as well. He has decided to get a little bit more energetic, moving about like this. So we'll kind of keep a tab on him. A couple of terrapins and that have attempted to climb up on his back. Really quite cool watching. He flicks over, moves about. I think perhaps getting a little irritated with the terrapins here and there. Of course, that pink underside as well. Even-toed ungulates, having a little graze, and really it's not all too often that we get to see this. So rather fantastic, and you can just see the size of this bull. Really, really magnificent. And the 4 toes that I was talking about. So clearly an even-toed ungulate. Really, once in water and around water, being highly territorial and very dangerous. And as I said, obviously, when they're found a little bit away, not known to be as territorial. Of course, a number of deaths attributed to hippo throughout the continent per year, even per month.
We've come across these lovely giraffe all standing in a line. Now, you might think that that's just coincidence that they're all standing in a line, but while they're ruminating, it is getting very hot. And you very often find animals, when there are different temperatures, whether it's very hot or very cold, all standing in the same direction. And if we look at these giraffe, they're all facing the sun. And in so doing, they're standing with their heads into the breeze. But I think more importantly is that they are minimizing the amount of their body which is being exposed to the sun. And you can see the way that they are standing, they're actually casting a lot of shade onto themselves. And so this is a natural way of assisting in thermoregulation. So standing straight onto the sun as opposed to side onto the sun, where you'd have your whole one side of the body exposed to the sun, in this way they've got less of their body exposed to the sun, and in so doing, being in the breeze, they're obviously keeping cooler than if they would standing in a different direction. So it's not by chance that they're doing this. And leopard tortoise, we see them all out on the roads when it gets very hot, and lovely to see this particular individual is now gorging itself on a piece of prickly pear. It's part of the leaves. Now, prickly pears are succulents. They're also exotic, but they are full of thorns. So it's interesting to note how this one is feeding on it. I've never seen this before, but if we go on the sort of water content of a prickly pear, this will be a very juicy meal for this particular tortoise, and it's probably getting some protein with a lot of moisture too. So he's having a meal with a drink at the same time, and he's using his foot to hold it down because it does seem rather chewy as he takes bites off of it. It's a medium-sized tortoise, I would say probably in the regions of about 30 to 40 years old. They do get a lot older than that, and probably a little bit more than double the size. And here in the Eastern Cape, there is a very high prevalence of very large tortoises.
It's been very interesting to watch their movements, watch their behavior. You know, we were kind of talking about potentially them heading across to maybe sit down and on top of the ridge line behind me to the right hand side, but they haven't quite got there. Everybody's still standing up, not doing much active feeding, not seeing too much rumination going on here, kind of just biding their time here. We do have some incredibly dirty buffalo. So it's exciting stuff ahead. Hopefully all the animals will read the script, put their hands together for us, and put a lovely show together. We'll see you all in the Sunset Safari soon enough. Thanks, guys.